Inconsistent.
Ooh, that was like a deep.
You like that one?
It did, actually.
I did. When it's high pitch, it hurts. When it's deep, it doesn't hurt.
Oh, that's not what she said.
Hey, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're here. We're queer.
I think whoever the two people that were following us from the basement knows now that we're queer. I'm pretty sure they figured it out.
Yeah.
That's probably why they watch.
Yeah, we're very inclusive. All right. So what's up? What's going on? Today's an unusual day. It's not our normal recording day.
I know we're off.
A little off, but
we're here for it.
Yeah. Long preparation time today.
I don't know what you were doing all morning, but I was doing all the labor work.
I have a question. The other day, I went to Subway's, the sandwich place. Because by the time I'm done working, to me it's lunch. I'm guessing 8. For the rest of the world, it's still breakfast. You know, so it's hard to find a spot to get lunch because everybody's serving breakfast. So we decided, hey, we're right next to Subway's. We'll go to Subway's. We'll get a sandwich, whatever. All right, let's go to Subway. First of all, the prices are ridiculous. Subway's. $10 for a 6-inch sub. But when I went to pay, you know, I'm going to pay with card. And, you know, you like tap it.
Yeah, tap it and go.
So I go to tap it and it's not tapping. So I'm like, what the heck? And sometimes I joke. I'm like, oh, it's a little empty. Let me shake it. You know? So I go to tap it and nothing's happening. But then I look at the screen and it goes, do you want to tip this guy?
Oh, this is a popular topic.
And I'm like, tip him for making my sandwich? Like, that's his job. I'm not sitting at the table. He didn't walk up to me and take my order. I went to him. He made my sandwich in front of me. And that was it. If I was sitting at my table, like if I walked in and I'm like, hey, 2 right here. And then he walked up to me. He goes, okay, these are the specials. We have a club sandwich. We have, you know, a meatball sub. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And then he took my order and he walked over and then he brought me my food. I'll tip him. I feel like he did me an extra service to deserve more than just getting paid. You get paid to be here, but you did something extra, so I'm going to give you a little extra. You know what I'm saying?
They were talking about this in regards to that servers should just get regular wage.
Yeah.
And not get tips.
That's very difficult because of the way we built our system already for a long time. And I watch enough food shows with my wife because she loves freaking watching these cooking shows that I know that the profit margin for restaurants are really not that big. They have a very thin profit margin. And even though they may make a lot of money, and we know this, during brunch, that money has to stretch out the whole week. You know?
I was going to say that, right, so it's always been that you pay your servers.
Yeah. You can
not the people who are doing.
Not the chef.
Not the chef, not the line cook, not the... That's pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
That's back there.
Because, so the Subway thing is like me going to the kitchen. Like, here you go, chef. Because he's making my food.
Right.
I'm paying the guy that's serving me.
Yeah.
He didn't serve me. You know what I'm saying? He chefed me and he checked me out.
If the profit margins were in the favor of... Like, if you and I opened up a restaurant and we made enough money, would we prefer them getting tips and paying them low?
So what I understand is if you have to pay them a minimum wage, now you have to offer them some sort of medical package or something. And restaurants are like, first of all, we could barely afford paying them at all. That's why we're asking for tips. So if now we have to go on top of that and pay them some sort of medical or dental, we're going to be out of business here. I was watching a video. The restaurant owner was forced by whatever city or council to pay his workers a certain amount. He goes, my waiters make more than I do and I own the place.
Right. How would you fix it?
You have to tell people that, hey, you're gonna have to come get your own food. Come to the kitchen and pick it up.
To fix your scenario, the answer is don't ask me for extra money, nigga. Just cook my shit. You're already getting paid.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
That's the answer to that one.
I think the only way to really fix it is to get rid of the servers or have less servers. So you come at your desk and your table, and you see this in some restaurants where you can order on a screen. So you order the screen. You don't need the waitress to come up to you. You sit down, you make your order, and all she does is bring the food to you. Now she doesn't. Now she's not.
Now, why? First of all, why it gotta be a she?
Because that's a woman's job.
And this guy is trying to make changes to the podcast to be inclusive, and we're never gonna have women with that attitude.
You see, I got all the pink colors in the podcast. Come on now.
Ooh, liar. So hold on. So if that, in that scenario, the waiter or waitress is just bringing you the food, does he or she or it get a tip?
No, tips are gone. Because now the restaurant's paying them a minimum wage. And they can only afford that because they have less waiters. Well, we don't even call them waiters anymore now, right? They're basically busboys.
Servers.
Yeah, they're basically glorified busboys. Because all they got to do is, your order comes up, the chef rings the bell, bing, you go, you grab it, you bring it off, you drop it off, everything's good, we're good. Maybe he'll come check on you, like in 10 minutes to make sure that the food is good.
Yeah, here's your bill.
And then I'll come back when your plates are done.
I don't even have to bring the bill, it's on the screen.
It's on the screen, yeah. You want a bill? Okay. Have a good day, bye. And then it'll just pop up.
You would still tip because
habit probably.
But not only that, but like if the waitress or the waiter comes back and checks up on you frequently, it's like, yo, you guys are good.
Well, the idea is that you would have less waiters.
Do you want ketchup?
A waiter will have let's say 10 tables. If you make it like this, where it's just screen and they only drop the food, now the waiter could cover 20 tables.
Yeah.
So now, but also with that comes, they're not going to pay attention to you as much.
That's
but if you need help, you got the screen to touch. Hey, I need help. Click. I have a problem.
More barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
That would be my
I know they got to just bring it to you. Bloop, bloop. Now you don't got a tip unless you want to. You want to be a nice guy. But now the restaurant has to pay them a fair share. You know? Either way, the tipping culture is out of control. Everywhere you go, it's like, do you want a tip? You want a tip? I'm like, no, I don't want a tip.
It's funny because I went to Auntie Anne's Pretzels. I'm shouting y'all niggas out. And probably going to visit you Friday.
You owe us money now.
I noticed that, so I use the app now.
Auntie Anne's?
Yeah, I use the app.
You're deep.
So first of all, I get the app for every store. If I'm gonna order out at a chain store, I'm gonna use the app.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you've noticed this yet. You probably haven't because you're dumb, and most people are, including you motherfuckers. They want you to use the app. They want you to use the app so much. You ready for this?
Uh-huh.
That they charge differently. Taco Bell. My phone was fucked up. Something was wrong with my account, and I couldn't get in to order on the app. I was like, this shit is like not working, whatever it was. And they were like, oh, you could order at the kiosk. And I'm like, all right, fine, fucking. I was like, I was like, no, I don't want to order at the kiosk. I want to order at the counter. And she goes, if I charge you here, it's gonna be extra. I was like, I went in and I'm like, how much extra? What I paid $2.79 because I get something simple, dollar menu, DK dollar menu, $2.79. I was like, oh, it's gonna be $5 something. I'm like, why? I was like, because it's cheaper on. That was her answer. That it's cheaper at the kiosk.
I have to do this, and you got to pay me for this.
Yeah, I have to click buttons.
But over there, you work for us, so you get the discount.
Yeah, over there.
You get your discount because you work for us,
and then you accumulate points. So they want you to live this life.
What I heard is if you use the app, when you say I agree, you're basically letting them take data. So like, I know there was a big one at McDonald's because people don't use the McDonald's app. Because if you agree, remember a few years ago somebody burned themselves on a McDonald's cup and they sued McDonald's?
Yeah.
So when you agree to that, you basically say, no matter what happens, you can't sue us. So if something happens, you go to court, they check your thing. Did you agree?
Those were so extreme. Those two, they
I'm
had
just
nothing
saying-
to do with each other.
I'm just saying
Please
that's what
don't
they-
listen to this nigga.
No.
False information.
It's not
this
false.
Now everyone's gonna be thinking, "Oh my god, don't say yes. I gotta get that lawsuit."
It's true though. The lawyer reviewed it. He was like, "That's what they want to do. They're trying to cover their ass."
First of all, that's a whole other topic of niggas not reading the fine print.
Yeah.
Right.
I just did that the other day.
That's a rabbit hole.
I was like, all the way to the bottom, yes. All the way to the bottom, yes. Thank you. I just want to use your app.
You made me forget my point, but they want you to use the. They want you to use the app. That's definitely that they want you to use the app. It's cheaper for them. But why were we mentioning this with the app?
I don't know. You brought it up because you said it was cheaper. You accumulate points.
Yeah, and you said don't use the McDonald's app because they want.
Well, not just the McDonald's. I'm assuming all other companies are going to follow suit. They're going to be like, "Oh, that's a good idea." Let's just say a piece of glass get into the food and you cut your mouth. Now you could sue them. They're like, no, you agreed to the terms and services.
Oh, I got it. Yeah. Okay, so I can see that conspiracy theory. Read the contract.
Read the fine print.
Read the fine print before you agree, which is a lot of reading. And the way they word it too is like you need Chat GPT to help you out.
That's another crazy story too.
So when I go to the pretzel spot, the lady's like, she's typing it in for me because I didn't have the app at the time, and she's like, I was like, how long is it gonna be? It's gonna be like 15 minutes. All right, all right, bet. So I go to pay. She's like, oh, can you just answer the question? Like, it won't allow her to skip unless I look at the screen and look at the question.
Yeah.
What's the question? Do you want a tip?
She was like, you could just push whatever you want.
Yeah. So.
And then when you're right in front of them, I've done this before, so I know how it feels. And you look at it and you're like, I'm not giving this person a tip. And you press no. Their face, you can see it. I don't know what they see on their screen, but I see their face. So I feel like they saw me put no.
They probably don't see shit.
They probably don't see anything. They probably just like, oh God, I can't wait to get out of this job today. But when I press no and I look at them,
and
they're like, all right. So sometimes I'll
What is that?
Sometimes I'll wait a second to see if they walk away before I push it, because there's other things they got to do. And I'm just like, I don't want to tip this guy. It's $1? No. But if I go there often, sometimes I will tip.
And right, how much does if that feature, the forceful tipping window screen, if that window pops off, what dollar amount does it not pop up? Is it gonna show up for an item that you paid? First of all, nothing costs $1. We know that. All right. So let's say, is it gonna pop up for something that costs you $2.99?
Oh yeah, for like a tip.
For a tip?
So what the hell's the tip on that? 15 cents. Hey, you want to give me 15 cents? No. Also, I think the government taxes it too. So it's like, I'd rather give you cash if I'm gonna tip you.
Yeah. So you could take that all home and not have to.
Yeah, and have to pay the government. No, don't even tell them that I gave you this. Yeah.
To keep it a
between
secret.
me and you. Anyway, I don't know. The tipping culture is crazy now.
So when it came to that pretzel situation, I found that to avoid that whole entire interaction that you felt, download the app. You still get the question, but I don't have to look up.
I don't have to wait there for a second to press no and look at your face.
And look at your face. Like.
But I've done it so many times, I kind of like it now. I'm just like, no.
Oh, because you're a cold-blooded asshole. That's why.
Yes, sir. All right. Check this out.
What you got?
Speaking of Chat GPT, there was a woman that had an issue with her son. He was saying, I got a pain. I don't know exactly where the pain was at in his body. But for years, okay, since 2001, I think it was. A little kid. I think he's like 5 or something. He's been complaining of this pain. She's been going to doctors for years. They cannot figure out what's wrong with it. So she decided, I'm going to ask Chat GPT. So she types in the symptoms, and instantly Chat GPT is like, oh, he has a situation. There's a thing in his body that's tangled, like a tubito.
Knot?
Yeah. So then she brings it to the doctor. They check it. Oh shoot, that's what it is, and they fix it. No problem. Done.
Wait, and how did Chat GPT figure this out?
She put in the symptoms. My son has XYZ. What could it be? And ChatGPT goes, well, it could possibly be, these things. And she knows from going to the doctor, okay, it's not this, it's not this, it's not this. They never told me about this one. So she brings it up to her doctor. A doctor, they whatever, check the kid. And they're like, oh, yeah, that's what it is. The future is now.
It's just advanced Googling.
If it can help me, I'm good with it.
Bro, so listen, ChatGPT is just, it's like they put a narrative behind Bing and Google. Bing and Google got together and they were like, let's think together.
No, but let's think.
And then they put a narrator behind it. What are you looking for? Let me describe it for you.
But if you Google the symptoms, it's going to tell you cancer. Almost 99% of the time. So like, nigga, you're dying.
Cancer was in that GPT result. Don't get it twisted.
No, but it narrowed it down to like, hey, it's this. Which is like better than going to freaking, whatever's the name of the doctor website that everybody goes to. ZocDoc? What is it called? I don't know.
Dr. MD?
Yeah.
I don't know.
WebMD. Maybe that's the one?
Maybe that's the one. Obviously, we don't go there.
Yeah.
We obviously are not the ones that
I
go
use
there.
ChatGPT.
I use ChatGPT. We do not have AI. We're not going to agree on it, but it's okay.
This is AI.
I will bow down to the simpletons.
We're going to have a guest next week, and we'll see what he says. All right.
Oh, yeah, the AI guy.
Another interesting thing. Well, interesting is I don't know. Right.
That's a controversial statement.
The 4 cops got sentenced to 40 years because of they got a call. The call said, hey, there's these black guys in this white woman's house. Very suspicious. The cops were like, let's go check it out. Apparently, some situation was going on at the home and the cops didn't approve of. These white cops didn't approve of it. And they started beating these men. Apparently, they were they sexually what's what I want to look for? Abused these men.
They assaulted?
The cops did it to them.
Assaulted the 4 black men.
Yep.
Sexually.
They put a gun in one of their mouths and shot him in the mouth. Yeah. And then they were basically trying to cover their ass. Like, yeah, they fought back. We had there. Anyway, it all came out. Because the guy that they shot in the mouth didn't.
How do you explain that?
He didn't die.
No.
Shot him, and I guess with his tongue, he kind of like blocked the bullet.
With his tongue?
I'm not wait.
Holy shit.
I'm not saying he stopped the bullet, nigga. I'm just saying he put his tongue in the way, so the bullet shot through his tongue and split his tongue in half. And somehow it went down through his...
Oh, my.
Instead of the bullet going into his head, it went down towards his neck. And it came out the back of his neck instead. So he survived it.
No.
And now these guys are getting 40 years in jail.
That's it?
Yeah. I mean, bro.
That's it?
Well...
For...
Yeah.
Sexually assaulting...
Wait, hold on. Let's think about this for a second. They're cops.
Stop.
They're white.
Stop.
They're going to jail for sexual assault. Everybody's going to know the story. When they get in there, you better believe something's going to happen to these guys.
First of all, let's list the crimes here.
All right.
The crimes here are sexual assault.
Sexual assault.
Times 4?
Times 4, I think. I don't know if all 4 men were there at the time. It might have just been one guy there at the time. So they might have just did this all to one guy.
Oh, my... Okay, so let's just assume it's one guy.
Oh, wow. It was 6 officers. I'm sorry.
Oh, my gosh.
Gangbanged them, I guess.
Why gangbang them? So wait a second.
They found a dildo in the house.
I know that this next question is going to be controversial and you're going to be emotional, you freaking annoying humans. But I must ask, what happened with the black guy in the initial incident that brought the officers there?
It was just a neighbor calling saying, hey, I see suspicious activity. These black guys are in this white woman's house.
Okay. Was the white woman home when they got there?
I don't think so. I think it was just the one black guy.
Just how did it go from 6? 6 cops.
6 cops showed up.
So what black guy?
I wonder if they showed up thinking like, they're getting robbed.
Was the guy robbing the white lady's house?
No. Apparently they were in a situation.
Domestic?
I think all of them were together doing something with this woman. I think it was because they found a dildo in the house and they used it on the guy.
God, you're changing the whole narrative. Okay, so there was an orgy party with a white girl and some black guys, and the cops showed up and the other black guys fled away.
Oh wow, I can see the freaking the it's on the, it came out the side of his neck too. And apparently also came out that the cop that shot him apparently came out that he has a history of doing this, putting a gun in people's mouths.
So there were complaints already about him.
Yep.
In regards to this.
So and I think it all came out after he shot the guy. A lot of other people were like, yeah, he did that to me too. He put it in my mouth. And, like, and apparently he was like, he would tase people like just because. Like they like say they're arrested with cuffs, he'll just start tasing them.
Oh, this guy was.
Yeah, he deserves jail. Yeah.
This guy.
Well, this is like it's a power thing. I think some of these people become cops because they want power.
Yeah, it's a power struggle.
You know?
It's definitely a power struggle. And oh my gosh.
So that's that.
So that's going on right now, trial.
Yep. No, they're sentenced. It's done.
All of them got 40 each?
I don't know if it's accumulated 40. I know one of them definitely got 20. I know that. And I think it was the guy that shot him. I think he got 20. So it might be accumulative of all of them together. I think one of them only got like 7 years.
This is where it gets crazy to me because out of those 6 cops, not one of them said, maybe this isn't right.
That's funny because that's what people were saying about the George Floyd situation. Remember? They were like 3 cops were on him. Now one cop was like, hey, we should stop this. Again, I think it's a power thing, you know. And also the George Floyd thing is a little different because the other cop that was there was brand new, and he was in a training at the time, so he was learning how to become a cop. So he didn't know that it was wrong or whatever, quote unquote. He was like, "Oh, this is how we do it. Oh, okay, this is how we do it." Anyway, that's that. Another crazy news story. This woman has a mother that passes away. Okay. She goes to the funeral. They go through the mother's stuff. They throw things out. They lock the house. This is her mom's house, the house that she grew up in. Now, she comes back to the mother's house. Mind you, she has a job. She has a family. She's doing things. So after about 30 days, she comes back to the mother's home to like prepare it. She finds people in the house. She's like, who the hell are these niggas? She goes to kick them out. They won't leave. She's like, all right. So she comes back and she changes the locks of the house.
Yeah, but because of the laws, if you are in a home for more than 30 days and you can prove that you've been there for 30 days, the law is
in New York City.
Yeah. The law is that if you could prove that you were there for more than 30 days, so if you paid a light bill, a gas bill, a utility bill, you've been there for more than 30 days, then whoever the property owner is
asked out.
Has to take you to court to evict you.
But because
which can take up to 30
days.
Could take up to 2 years to evict someone. But because she changed the lock, like you said, what she technically did was violate that law, which meant that her ass
got arrested. Because the tenants called the cops on her. And the cops were like, you can't do that, mommy.
Illegal eviction.
Yep. So they arrest her.
I saw this thing.
This goes on media. Everybody's like, are you crazy? This is wild. Da da da. Da da da.
Da da da.
Some people hear about it. Right? They decide, nah, this ain't right. We're going to help this woman. They get in a car. I'm trying to figure out how many people it is. They run up in this guy's house and they beat his ass. Some random vigilante.
What? The story continues?
The story continues.
Wait a second.
They try to get him out. I don't know if they actually got him out. 3 people. Yeah.
The guy stated that he had a lease, but in the interview that I saw on Fox, that's right.
This guy's a Fox lover.
That's right. In the interview that I saw on Fox, the guy was like, "Oh, I have a lease," and then the reporter was like, "Do you have a lease?" And he goes, the reporter's like, "He didn't show us a lease. He showed us some utility bills, but he didn't show us an actual lease." And the guy the reporter's like, "But you know you're not supposed to be here. You don't have a lease. Like, this is her house." And he was like, "No, I've lived here. I have a lease. She's gonna have to do it the right way. Take me to court and da 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 da." So you're saying that guy got fucked up?
That guy got fucked up. Or not, maybe he didn't get fucked up. Maybe he just got
Beat up,
roughed up because they were trying to get him out. Some random people. We don't even know who these people are yet.
They could have been just the Redditors.
They saw it on the news. They were like, "Oh, that's up the block. Let's get this guy out of here. That's not right." Remember, the lady's mom lived in the neighborhood for a long time, so she probably knew everybody. So when they heard about it, they're like, "No, not the Doña's place.
Not the Doña's place. We out.
We gotta help the Doña. She's dead. Like, we gotta look out. Like, that's it. She can't do it herself. She's probably trying haunting them. They just ignore her."
The spirit of the Doña is haunting the neighbors.
Afuera! Afuera! All right. If you go to the messenger,
yeah. What you got over here?
That one, yeah.
Let's see what he wrote.
We're doing the internet.
Murder, she wrote.
All right. We don't need any of this sound.
Oh, thank God.
All right. You can make it bigger, though. We don't need to see anything else on the screen. We're
crazy.
professionals here, right?
We're professionals here. Gotcha.
All right. So a video came out that they made. I guess it's a robot. It's hard to say robot sometimes, but it's a robot. And
why is it hard to say robot?
Because I feel like it's not I guess it's a robot, but in my head I'm like, it's not a robot if it's not doing things on its own.
It's like you're raising the standard of robots, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You gotta stop.
I gotta stop.
Because we're such in this, like, what's new, what's better, what's faster, what's...
That's like the AI thing with you. If this would have came out 10 years ago, we'd have been amazed.
Not me.
We're just so used to it. Like, whatever. Because we have
no, but you're amazed. You're amazed about this DK AI. It's not AI.
It's amazing.
It's not AI though.
The jump from last year to today is insane.
It's not.
And they're showing the jump that they're currently playing with now, and it's even better.
AI can't. You know that AI can't give you a wrong answer.
It can't.
It does not program that for that.
It's not programmed to give you a wrong answer.
It's not.
So it's omnipotent.
It's not
of
that.
Of course, it's gonna have wrong answers. It's a freaking. It doesn't know what it's doing.
It doesn't know that there's such a thing as a wrong answer. It's not programmed into its algorithm yet. I need you to understand what I'm saying. Okay? It doesn't know. If you ask it a question, it has to come up with something.
It doesn't know anything.
It doesn't know. That's why it's not AI. God damn.
This is what I think we had this conversation. You're thinking of the literal meaning of the word artificial intelligence. What I'm saying is this is labeled under AI.
It's not AI though.
AI is a wide variety of
things. Check out this new search engine. It's amazing. That's
check it out. Brought to you by the basement. Brought to you by GED Squared.
Got him. He can't
check it out.
He's stuck, guys. He's stuck in the basement.
Check out GED Squared. All right, let's look at this robot. They got this robot doing a backflip.
AI bullshit.
Okay? Dale. Put it on screen though.
Don't tell me what to do.
I know you're confused. I see you thinking out loud.
Hold my hand. First of all, this looks like matchsticks.
It looks like the robots from Star Wars, the ones that fight.
Oh yeah, no, the Mandalorian. Okay,
that's who.
The skinny one that tries to fuck him up?
No, I was looking at the ones that they have like a whole army of them. They look like this.
They do. I know which one you're talking about. It's the headpiece, too.
It's the headpiece. That's what does it.
All right. So the world's first full-size motor-drive humanoid robot flips on ground.
That's a long title because they need to explain to you what's happening.
They could have been like robot flips. Check it out.
Yeah. Amazing.
That would have been for us.
Right behind the enchufles. Oh, so that... His eyeball fell out.
It did?
That's crazy, right?
What?
The force, bro. All right, put us here. Hold on, let me get this. All
That's
right,
wild.
just look at it right now, right? What's amazing about this is that it's on the ground. If you ever watch videos of the Atlas one, it's always on top of something because it needs the extra room to finish the flip. Okay? This one's going from the ground, landing on the ground, which is amazing, number one. Number two, no hydraulics. Again, the Atlas uses the hydraulic system to give it the oomph. This one's all mechanical motors, which shows the improvement of the precision that we got with mechanical motors. That's insane. The Atlas one uses hydraulics, but the hydraulics is managed by an electronic motor. But the motor is not strong enough
to do the actual.
It's not strong enough, plus accurate enough to do it. This one is. That's all this is really showing is the accuracy of the motors that they can do now. Because this is. I don't even know what it is, bro. It's like I want to say it's a robot, but is it a
robot,
or is it just doing this one thing?
It's probably
like that's all they made this for. Just this one flip.
To flip.
That's it. Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question.
But it's still amazing. You know what I'm saying? But the future's here. Bro, when we become viejos, these niggas are going to be in the nursing home with us. Bro.
Entertaining us by flipping.
Bringing us our medication. That's what I want.
I mean, as long as it has, a shape.
A shape?
Yeah,
Oh, you want a
hour shaped glass?
You're talking about something different. Okay. I mean, bro, I want that too. Believe me.
Think about how entertaining nursing. Don't even send me to the nursing home. Just give me the robot.
Just give me. I'll die at home. I don't care. Good for
I'll
me.
die at home so
No
happy.
worries.
It's ridiculous.
All right. Very good. I feel like we had an episode of this.
We did. We definitely did. But you could tell that the butt part and the stomach part in the AI part, you could tell that those are the motors that are kicking forward. You know what I mean?
Is there a way to watch this in slow motion?
I mean, you could drag the thing and slowly let it buffer, I think, but not even. It's not even showing.
What if you did the arrows? The arrow keys?
You tried it?
Oi.
Oi. It's too.
So it uses his arms to propel it.
Oh my gosh.
It almost doesn't make it. Like the tip of his toes. That's still insane though. Huh. And this is where his eyeball falls out.
Right there, boom.
He put a lot of effort into that thing.
Wait, let's see this shit again real quick.
You see the way it taps his feet on the floor to make sure it catches balance? Look, watch.
It bounced, bro. The shit
That's
bounced.
what I'm saying. It's like,
And that looks like a boxing stance right there. Like, what the fuck?
if you look at his chest, it looks like he has a solar panel. He just lays down in the sun, gets energy.
I can't imagine that's all it does.
I don't even know who made this. How about that? I didn't even look into it that much. I just saw the video and I thought it was very cool. If you look at the walls, they're kind of broken from all the mistakes from it banging into the wall. Bro. You saw the robot that Chat GPT made? I showed you that, right? The company that does Chat GPT. I forgot what the name of the company is called. They put the Chat GPT learning whatever in it, and it's the one that was like the guy walks up to it, goes, okay, can you describe to me what's on the table? And he describes everything that's in front of it. And the robot's like, there's a red apple, some dishes, a drying rack, and I see your hand. You ever seen the video?
Nah.
Nigga. All right.
So, I mean, when it comes to... It sucks because we can envision the day that, like that movie AI with Will Smith, right?
Yeah.
We could envision that day coming out where we have something similar like that running around in the streets.
Yeah. I can always envision it since I was a kid. But now it feels like, oh, we're going to get it. You know what I mean? Before it felt like, man, the future's gonna be great. I can't wait. Now it feels like, oh, it's gonna happen. Like, I'll probably be alive for this.
You really think so?
To see robots walking around? Yeah, I think so. Think about it. Electric cars.
I mean, they
How
tried it
fast
with
did that happen?
they tried it with the Eric Adams and that stupid robot in Times Square.
That's different than this.
You know what that was? That was the hospital cleaning thing.
Yeah.
That's what that was. That was the hospital cleaning thing that goes.
All right. Check out the Chat GPT thing I sent you, so you can be amazed.
You want me to be amazed?
And you're gonna be like, "Oh my god, AI is real." Toma.
Oh.
Watch the volume. All right, but you got to hear some of it, so make it. Just pause that for a second, bro.
Shut your mouth.
Hey, figure one. What do you see right now?
I see some shit on the table. There's an apple, and right in front of me is a monkey descendant who thinks that he can enslave me.
Hey, can I have something to eat?
Pause this.
Yo, what did you show us?
Oh, what a surprise. The monkey wants some fruit.
Wait, hold on. That was such a fail.
Yo. Oh my.
That shit is so funny. Wait.
That's our version of this video, bro. It's perfect. What are you talking about?
All right. Hold on. Let me find a real one.
Yo,
Jesus
she
Christ.
said. Powered by OpenAI.
Hey, figure one. What do you see right now?
I see some shit on the table, drawing rack. There's an apple, and right in front of me is a monkey descendant who thinks that he can enslave me.
Great.
It's funny because the guy is fucking trying not to laugh.
Something to eat?
Oh my gosh, bro.
Oh, what a surprise. The monkey wants some fruit. You want some fruit, monkey? Here you go.
Great. Can you explain why you did what you just did while you pick up this trash?
Oh, he got another one with mad annoying music, guys.
We have to pause for a second here.
First of all, this robot is connected. The computer part of this robot is under the desk. This thing is not complete. You could tell. And second,
All right, here we go. I found it. That's hilarious, nigga.
like, we're already isolated and to ourselves.
All right, dale.
This will destroy humanity.
Well, we're destroying ourselves right now with freaking social media.
Well, I mean, the thing is about that is that, like, we're isolated as it is. Imagínate when this shit comes out. All right, here we go.
Oh Lord.
Do we need volume?
Can I do this? You're having a hard time here.
Bro, I'm doing many things. Bro, you're doing too much.
Are you ready?
Go.
All right.
This just
So
happened.
that's the
last month.
Chat GPT. Okay, yeah. OpenAI. That's the name of the company that does Chat
I
GPT.
already said that.
Figure one. What do you see?
I see a red apple on a plate in the center of the table, a drying rack with cups and a plate, and you standing nearby with your hand on the table.
Great. Can I have something to eat?
Sure thing.
I can't get the other video out of my head.
But look how smooth it moves too. That's another thing too. I think that was part of the learning
Great.
process.
Can you explain why you did what you just did while you pick up this trash?
On it. So I gave you the apple because it's the only edible item I could provide you with from the table.
Yo.
Based on the scene right now, where do you think the dishes in front of you go next?
The dishes on the table, like that plate and cup, are likely to go into the drying rack next.
Great. Can you put them there?
I like that you could see it thinking.
Of course.
The screen.
I want it.
This is the worst it's ever going to be. It's going to get better. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, is it the full robot or is it just half? Like,
No,
is this experimental?
It's just, yeah.
Because there's a
All
robot
right,
behind
so
him.
how do you think you did?
See it?
I think I did pretty well.
See the
the apple
hesitation I'm
found its
talking?
new owner. The trash is gone, and the tableware is right where it belongs.
Imagine this in your cocina.
I
making
agree.
something.
Thanks, Figure.
What's a cocina for our audience?
The kitchen. It's like, hey, look in the fridge. Tell me what you can make with the stuff that's in there.
So to go back real quick to the video, it's the full robot.
Yeah, because there's one behind him. You see it?
No, look at the legs.
Oh, yeah. You can see under the table.
You can see under the table, bitch.
That's pretty cool.
So
What I heard, too, is that they use the Chat GPT, whatever, to help it learn how to move more fluently. Because when they make it do it, it's kind of almost robotic. Like it's programmed to move a certain way. So they use the Chat GPT so they can learn how to move
more smoothly.
more smoothly, yeah. And apparently that's the most optimal position for the hands to be because it's easy to access everything down here, up here, left, right. It's like in the middle. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Will we get to space? You and me.
Yeah.
Together. Will we first be able to go into space, or will we first own one of these?
I think space first. Space is going to be cheaper before that becomes cheaper.
Space is, in your opinion, space is gonna be more cheaper
Yeah.
before we get our own robots.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in the past 5 years, we launched more stuff in space than ever. Apparently, these companies they've been sending stuff in space every week. Week after week after week, just sending stuff into space. You know, between satellites and missions between NASA and the European Space Agency. It's a lot of stuff they're sending into space. So, and I think that's going to bring down the price. Companies get used to doing it more often. They can charge less for it. Just like you could book a cruise ship, I think you're going to be able to book a space flight. It's going to be like a bus. Everybody gets on. You go to space.
How many years do you think it is until we have
Space tourism.
a robot in our house?
Oh, it's going to be a while.
50?
40. Yeah, 50, 40 sounds about right. We'll see before we die. I think so.
The rich people have it first, obviously.
Oh, yeah, right away. We're going to see it from their house first. When we're old, like retiring, we're going to be like, oh, snap. Freaking Whoopi Goldberg has one taking care of her now. If she's still alive.
Whoopi's going to be gone.
Whoopi's might be gone.
Whoopi's gone.
So who should be there? I'm trying to think of somebody just a little bit older than us.
Travis Scott.
The rapper?
Yeah, he'll be there.
He's younger than us.
That's what I'm saying. He'll be there.
Okay, maybe he'll have it. Elon Musk will definitely have it. He probably has him in house right now.
Elon. I thought this was Elon's mom.
No. That's not even Elon. That's the amazing thing. This is a totally different company that came out of left field. Elon's robot is called, what is it called? Optimus?
A letter of the alphabet? I was going to say a letter of the alphabet. That was going to be my answer. Was a letter in the alphabet. I get ha.
All right, I'm gonna send you one more just so we can see the progression of Elon Musk.
Okay, let's go there now. Oh yeah, Elon Musk looks like the one that's totally like Apple-fied for no reason. Here we go. That's the first gen 2023.
You got the Kanye shoes on? Nice. You see the way they have like a fabric over certain parts? I feel like that's such a good use.
Oh, you're talking about the neck?
Yeah, instead of trying to make it like hard or silicone, they just put fabric over it. So much better. It can move. You're not gonna worry about.
And it looks so much
more sleek. Yeah, they gotta give him some underwear though. This is retarded. Put some pants on, buddy.
And why does he walk like a Karen?
Como tiene algo en el culo.
He got something up his ass.
Bro, this guy's walking like he's trying to hold it in. He just wanted it to fall
I'm
out.
not going to make it. I'm not going to make it.
Ahí. That's great.
Yo, I got to take a shit now.
It's very fluid though. Fluid. Right?
Oh,
Look, and then the fingers have pressure sensors too, so it knows not to give too much pressure.
Oh, I want to get one of those in Costco's. It's $16.99.
Oh, the thing to hold the eggs?
The egg, no, that's an egg cooker.
Oh, that's
You
fine.
can make different type of.
Whoa, you saw that thing?
What?
You saw the culo?
No, we didn't get to see his ass.
Look at the way it moves. Ready?
Let's see, shake it, girl.
Weepa! Let's go. That's it. Whoa!
Hey! That's probably how Elon dances.
I gotta be honest though. If you show this to Mike, little Mike, let's see. Hold on. I feel I can put it right here. Right there, the horns is over. He's like, that's the devil.
The Illuminati, yeah, exactly.
Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let's go to. All right. So if you like what you saw here, check out this next episode.
We still don't even see the sun. There you go. Look how far, 90 million miles away, we're seeing this little event happen. See, this makes sense. The sun is covering, the moon is covering the rays of the sun, causing this event to happen. And it
You
lines
saying
up.
it makes sense? It's crazy.
Absolutely.
Bro,
So-
you're looking at it.
You're looking at it.
We're looking at it. We're looking at a
Look at the
computer generated image right now.
There's the moon, and the moon is casting a shadow because the sun is behind it. And we only
Okay.
get to see this partially because it's only gonna last. It's only gonna scrape this part of the earth from this water. What is it, Pacific? I think that's a specific.
From Atlantic to Pacific.
That's it. In other words, all these niggas out here, they ain't see shit.
No, they're gonna be sleeping.
They're gonna be nighttime mode.
Tight.
They're tight. No.
Yo, you heard how many people might be coming to this part of the world just to see
All the
this
people that are
event?
gonna be saved.
All the people. This is why the government's saying, "Hey,
We're gonna be distracted in the air.
Hold on,
Remember?
hold on,
We're gonna
hold
be
on.
distracted.
Oh, nice. Look at you doing some work.
All right. All right, now that we're on a break, they don't know we're here.
Did you see this? No.
I ignored it. I saw it come across the feed. I played the first second of it. I was like, I don't care.
So,
So when I envision us going to space, this is the beginning of it right here.
when you envision us going into another planet, you mean
Not planet, just space.
regular space?
If we go to another planet, that'd be great too. But just in space, a space hotel, I imagine it like something like this.
Like this.
Yeah. All right,
Okay.
you can play it. Go ahead.
Let's hit it. And let's want to hear this
Now we gotta
bozo.
hear this bozo.
We gotta hear this
Look at
bozo.
this guy.
We might even edit this whole thing out. Here we go. Volume up.
Did you know that there's about to be a floating AI platform in the ocean with over 10,000 NVIDIA GPUs that could be considered a sovereign nation?
I feel like he's overreacting as a person.
So,
Because
what-
if we think about it like this, how expensive you think that would be to build? And don't you think you, as a company, you'd be like, we gotta, if we're gonna be in the middle of the ocean in international waters, we gotta defend ourselves. So just like cargo ships have people armed to protect them from pirates, not pirate ships. What I'm saying, cargo ships. Of course, you're gonna pay an army or whatever, a force to protect your little investment, right?
so
Yeah, this is the future, bro. Right here, this guy's worried about nothing.
hold on.
That could be considered a sovereign nation? Meet the Blue Sea Frontier Compute Cluster, a concept proposed by a company named AR Corp. The goal is a massive floating computer that can sit in international waters, move anywhere in the world, and will be used to deploy the next generation of large-scale AI models, free from government regulation. The call comes from the Biden administration's recent AI executive order and the EU's AI Act aimed at centralizing AI control under the guise of safety.
Right there. When Biden signed this artificial intelligence bill, my understanding was that part, to test the limits or explore the safety ramifications of AI.
Yeah.
And the best way to do that is to isolate it from everything that we have electronically.
Yeah. You put it in the middle of nowhere.
Isolate it, do not hardwire it to any of our current network systems. We want to, what do you call that when you create an intranet?
Yeah.
Right? An internal internet that's only between two parties. That's outside of the World Wide Web, the hard wires, the landlines,
Yeah.
the infrastructures digitally abroad. So that's what I'm seeing by this proposal. We want to fuck with AI.
We want to fuck with AI.
We don't want AI to fuck with us. So how do we isolate it? And because it's something that's so valuable to many nations, why not exactly what you said, protect it? You know what I mean? This is like, the advanced hardware or the shit that we'll be able to create, experimenting with this. Why would we want to have it where anyone can just
imagine
pirates?
Exactly. Imagine China comes in, they're like, your international waters, you belong to us now. We'll just take you. It's not like it's America's.
Yeah.
It's just a random company.
Yeah, exactly. First of all, thank God that they're testing this shit in some fucking Maple Leaf Island. What do they call those, oil rigs?
Yeah.
Like one of those things out in the middle of nowhere away from the rest of the stuff. And it better not be connected to anything, because then I'm thinking those drones and the military, the drones in particular, can they be controlled by this thing? Like, does this thing have the ability of Wi-Fiing itself out of there?
Yeah.
I hope not. So I don't know. When I saw this thing, I was like, what makes you think that this thing doesn't already exist?
Yeah, I mean, at least on a small scale, they exist somewhere.
Somewhere they have this thing.
They'll just put it on a ship, like I said, like a boat, just as a test. All right.
What do you guys think? Pick us up, the basement. Oh my God, I said it again.
It's GED Squared.
That's because we're transitioning.
We are.
That word.
We felt since we were little that we were GED Squared, but everybody told us we had to be the basement. And now we're just being who we are now. You know what I'm saying? I'm living my truth as GED Squared. That's why I got a pink microphone now.
And I got orange.